Hello world, this is Stefan of Lenjigan Games. If you try this game out and manage to have some fun, feel free to join the Lenjigan Games Discord. Also, any help through Patreon would be much appreciated. As of July 5th, 2022, Dungeons under Gannar has reached version 0.0.2. That's right world, I am now declaring this game to be 2% complete. What has been added is music and dwarf versions of every species. I have to confess though, this was actually done the night of July 3rd, and I was hoping to make this devlog on the 4th, but I got pulled everywhere that day. Also, there's no bonus yet for playing Oompa Loompa. Now, this update isn't so much extra content as it is adding to the game's foundation. Of the 9 months spent on this update, 1 was spent adding the Oompa Loompas, and the other 8 were spent accommodating for them. Now that Willy Wonka takes up 4 tiles of floor space instead of 1, I had to write up a more complicated way that the game cuts the world into tiles and lays them down in a way that looks not horrible. After that, I had to write up how the game plops down the human-sized pieces for human-sized bodies and Oompa Loompa-sized pieces for Oompa Loompas. Also, keep in mind that I always miss some details while typing things in, so every step also needs a round of finding bugs and figuring out what exactly I did wrong. Anyway, after assembling the people, I had to refine enemy pathfinding because Oompa Loompas have 4 times as many spots they can be than does Willy. Finally, I had to do some quality of life fixes. Doors and loot, for example, could expect Willy to approach in certain ways, but Oompa Loompas have more angles of approach and therefore more opportunities to aggravate the player. Once I got music to put in, adding it was both simpler and more complicated than I expected. It didn't need a lot of lines of code, but figuring out which lines it needed was a hassle. Overall, because I rushed the last few pieces to get this out before the national holiday, things are functional and stable, just not elegant, especially with the volume, because translating decibels to volume is a bit of a mathematical nightmare. I still need to figure out how to make actual 50% volume look like 50% on the slider. Also, I need to add the ability to adjust the volume while playing the game instead of just during character creation. Overall, though, I'm happy that the game can now fit more tarantulas per yard. Sweet dreams.